can you hate even though they getting money? Or is hate the word?
I mean, that depends what you're talking about, hate. Like,
but they're going to call it hate, G.
Because sometimes if you don't like something, they call you a hater.
They're going to call it
I made a song about that. Like, yo, if just because I like it, you call me a hater? Well, fuck it, then call me a hater then. Because if I don't like it, I don't like it.
Right.
And that, it don't matter if it's not hating on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I may not dig the way you're doing, but get money. I love to see black people get money.
Right.
It don't mean I agree how you get it.
Yeah,
but if I don't like the song, I don't like the rhyme, that's it. I'm not hating on you. I still want to see you shine. I just don't like what you
They take that personal, though.
Yeah, everybody's so fucking sensitive now.
Right. Yeah. Oh, no, you talking, you preaching to the choir. I don't give a fuck when they take it personal. Right, but the fact is any critique I've ever given to anybody over their music, it's why I don't listen to my friends' music. I don't. If I like you, with the exception of math. Like, with the exception of certain people in my circle. But God forbid I come across a bad song or a song that I'm not really telling somebody who you cool with, this ain't it. If they not built like that, me and him talk. Mm-hmm. Me and him talk for hours. He knows if there's a song that he got that I don't think is it, my thing isn't always it's trash. I put my consultant hat on. I say, yo, I would change this. I would change this. You might want to, you know what I'm saying, tweak this, and then I think we good money.
Right.
But most people never make it past that expression right there. They don't make it past that. It instantly becomes an issue.
But like you said,
of course it is.
It's so corny. Like you in this kind of industry or business, everybody want in this industry, right? There's no way that everything you do is gonna be hot or fire. So you hear no, you get mad, you get discouraged, you want to fight you down, you want to be a hater. That's it's crazy to me, right?
Well, I feel like there's a big difference between now, the music being made now, and the music being made before. Like, people were intrigued with Shay, Illa, whoever it was. I felt like, to quote Jay-Z, couldn't talk about it if I ain't live it. That was important. That was real important.
Yeah, I was caught up in that a long time ago. I used to find out rappers. I was like, oh, son is a bitch. I was like, damn. I didn't expect son to be a bitch. This nigga talk all this reckless shit, or wind up knowing somebody in their hood that they're scared of, or whose gangster is like, really? I said, like, it hurt my feelings sometimes. Certain artists you fuck with, you're like
who?
No.
Yo, look. They gonna be in the comments like, who, Math? Why you ain't asked who he was talking about? So I gotta, you know what I mean? But that was it was intriguing. Yeah. Though it's psychotic when you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
we were attracted to people who was actually doing the shit.
Well, you
and
thought
they
were.
Listen to this jingle about the crimes I committed. You know what I'm saying?
Thought they were. You thought they were because you was proud of it. Because you know what I'm saying. Like, you know my neighborhood. My neighborhood is like, my neighborhood ain't known for money. Right. We're known for shooting people.
Right.
And it's just like but that's also our fault because we putting street mentality on people that doesn't live street life. And we think their rules apply to us when it don't. They're they're L7s, and you don't indulge a L7 to somebody in the street.
Right.
But we like, oh, this nigga said hammer, drugs, that nigga talking about us, like, yo, I fuck with you, and then you see it, you be like, oh.
but is that a wrong or right?
It shouldn't be that way.
All right.
Which part? Is it a wrong or a right? Which part?
Is it a wrong or a right that we're looking for that? Or is it a wrong or right that you should be that?
No, I don't think the street life is dangerous.
Right.
You shouldn't want to be in that life.
Like, you think about somebody like Rondo number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Notorious. Did that make his music that much? Like, yo, he really did all this shit. It's like, who likes to order a book about somebody's life that's fiction, or a book about somebody's life that's real?
It's the allure of it's the allure of it.
Uh-huh.
When the mentality was you couldn't talk about it if you ain't live it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was that was a line invented to call out frauds, but that was a line invented to call out frauds in all aspects. If you claiming you rich and you really poor, if you claiming you in the street and you really not, if you claim you get a lot of girls and you a virgin, like any of those things, that was just to call out frauds. As long as you was living what you rapped about, nobody said you had to rap about the streets.
Mm-hmm.
There was plenty of people who are legends who did not rap street shit, who talked about what they lived every day, and we loved them for it. Rest in peace, Heavy D.
Rest in peace, Heavy D.
Nobody got mad at Heavy D when he rapped about bagging the baddest broads out, and when you found out that he actually got with Halle Berry, everybody was like, oh,
Right.
He rapped about being an overweight lover.
But
I'll
at the
be
same
there.
time, Heavy D wasn't somebody you wanted to play with.
But that wasn't what he told you. That
Right.
wasn't what he rapped about, and that's not what we wanted from him. Anyway, we wanted dope rhymes and smooth ass beats, and him to talk that shit. Same thing with Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane is from Brooklyn. Nobody thought that he was. The very first song we heard about him was Biz Markie telling everybody how he was rough with a Rasta hat and would fuck people up.
Right.
Now he's wearing Bally's and truck and silk suits, and we loved him for it. Nobody wanted to
Get
hear.
with Madonna.
I rest
See
my
how that
case.
works? See how that works?
If you was being, my whole thing was the authenticity. The difference between one era and the other era, in my opinion, is this era, that era, the era we talking about.
Yeah.
We had hustlers who did what they did because they really didn't feel there were that many other options. So we went out and we got it however we could. It was
Right.
hustler mentality. This era, from what you talk, just the conversations me and you have had, people who feel like they need to be in the gang in order to be artists, that's self-inflicted issues. We got people throwing themselves into the streets so they have something that they can rap about, so they can say they've been through something.
No, see what happens is, okay, back in the days, you had to be the guy that people knew for it. Now, with gang culture, once you associate yourself with the gang, you gain the notoriety of the gang. But look how that's kind of backfiring now.
I mean, it always backfired when you don't have the respect of the people around you. And that's the main thing. And that even happened in our era a lot of times. A lot of people would be, dudes wanted to, it really wasn't the artist, it was the people around the artist. And the artist couldn't control them. They didn't have that thing like, these dudes didn't see them fight, between guns and, put the work in for it. It was just like, that's, it starts off as you, my man, and then it turns to wolf. And it's just like, all right, well, you not feeding me. We need to catch a couple people or something. We not doing. And
Right.
now people is thrown in shit that they didn't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
NBA
saying?
players at
They
parties
they
and all
shouldn't
types
be
of
in.
stuff is getting crazy.
It shouldn't be in because honestly, I would say Prodigy was a very smart dude because there was a lot of shit I would have got him in. But he was like, no, don't do it.
Happy birthday to Prodigy, too.
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday. Rest in peace and happy birthday. Rest in power. Salute.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.